I'll start with Mr. Hayes. Is it true that departments were tailoring their competitive contract procurement processes to suit McKinsey?
Thank you very much. We did find that there were a few instances where we were concerned that, that there were procurement strategies adopted in order to obtain services from McKinsey.
Would you agree that that would predetermine the outcome of the contract bid?
In certain cases, we're talking about non-competitive contracts, right? So those would be contracts that were intended to be sent to McKinsey in the first place. But if a decision, a contracting strategy decision was made to wait or to make requirements too strict that only one bidder could apply, well, that raises concerns about favoritism.
And in your report, did you find that in any of the competitive contract bids?
There were two contracts where we saw that there was only a single bidder, which means that those were competitive in, structures. And the concern was that there seemed to be some restrictive nature to the criteria that may have contributed to there being only one bid.
You said that there was only one bid. Now, was that because, in that finding, was that because the goalposts were moved by McKinsey or by the, like, why was there only one bid to that?
I think the issue that we raised was that we certainly did not see any instances of McKinsey being involved in establishing the criteria for any of the contracts that we looked at. So that was one scenario we did not see. Mm-hmm. The issue here was that other bidders were raising concerns about the restrictiveness of the criteria, and those concerns were not properly addressed in our view. And so that certainly, leaves the impression that those provisions were better suited to McKinsey than the other competitors.
And that what you just said there was that in the case of the one was that in the case of the one bid on that contract?
CBSA, the Border Services Agency, and another one for Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada. Okay.
So whenever we get into the realm of predetermined, or what could be predetermined for the outcome of a contract bid, we walk the fine line of contract bid rigging. Did you see any of that in that case?
So we're not in a position to conclude on whether or not there were contracts that were bid rigged or anything like that. What we raise in these reports is concerns about the justifications and the processes followed. The findings that we have signaled here really point to the importance of departments identifying their evaluation criteria, their requirements, and documenting why suppliers are chosen. In the case of situations where bidders raise concerns about the restrictiveness of requirements, it's important for the departments to consider that and document why they make changes or why they don't make changes.